Now we can find this Pearson correlation. So what is this Pearson correlation? Is for mainly for parametric, that is subjecting that data set is normally distributed, and based on that we will go. So we have two assumptions. One is data set is normal and data set has the property called as linearity. So we have to check. Here we have the two variables and these are all variates. This is two variables. Variables is time underscore TV. This is cholesterol. So these two are, well, the logic of this data set is when it speaks about the study on sedentary life. So the increase in watching TV may induce this cholesterol level. So we want to check whether it is true. This is our hypothesis. The increase of watching TV may induce the cholesterol level. So this is the statement where alternative hypothesis where we are going to check this. So for this we have an option called as, first we have to check whether it is normal, point number 1. So for this we can go to descriptive, use explore option, then we can here we have to choose both the variables here, then we have to push in under dependent list, go to plots, we have to click this normality plots with test, give continue, click OK. So now we are getting the result where our result is test of normality. Here for time spent TV watching, KS test, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test is non-normal, where Shapiro's will test is normal because data is above 0.05. When you check the test of normality for cholesterol, for both the case Kolmogorov and Shapiro's test is normal because data set is above 0.05. So test of normality holds good for this data. So we are proceeding with the test of linearity. So that we can check through analyze by going to regression, curve estimation. Then we have to give, again I am resetting so that can explain. Here our study, our dependent value is on cholesterol because we want to study on cholesterol, and our independent variable is our time spent. So we are giving like this. Here we have a distribution pattern. So here we want to check the normal linearity. So we are default function that is linear here. So we'll keep as it is. Now click OK. Now when you see through your data set, see this is the output table where we can find linear is, see the significance value, it is significant. So since it is below 0.05, it is significant. So data set is linear. When you see the spread, all are diagonally closed with the heavy tailed pattern. With this data set is most often moving towards, they are towards, clustered towards the diagonal line. So since normality linearity has been tallied, we are proceeding with the correlation test. So correlate, since we have two variables in our hand, bivariate. Here I have pushed, so since we tried before, both have already kept inside these. Now we can push fresh. So here we have given correlation coefficient as Pearson here. If you want to give all these tests, this Spearman is for non-normal data, but one data should be continuous. When we take two, at least one variable should be continuous. For Pearson, both should be continuous, normal and both variables should be linear. They should prove the property of normality and linearity. The Kendall's tab is, this is mainly Spearman. One at least should be continuous and data should be large. If it is even small, we can use Kendall's if one data is continuous. So rule is continuous small data for Kendall's, continuous large data for Spearman. So two-tailed is better always. So we give OK. Now we can see the output. So first Spearman has come. So as usual identity. So now we have to see the significance. It is significance at both the end. So we can able to find the correlation value. Say values plus or minus 1 is the threshold bandwidth. So here it is 0.3. So we could able to understand increase in time of concentration watching TV is directly proportion to the increase of say cholesterol value concentration. So with the level say 0.3. Correlation gives the strength and direction of the relativity between two variables. So here we could able to find it is positively correlated with the strength of 0.37. Since it is below 0.5, it is fair enough to have this value. So 0.3. Now when you check with other Kendall's, generally Kendall's tab is the same way of representing the data. Here its concentration is 0.238. Here it is 0.238. 332. It is for just for giving trial, I'm saying. Here data seems to be normal and linear. We have to proceed